uh, wow. Um, I mean, basically, for example, you mentioned that, I mean, once those guys got a hold of the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Couple Scrolls and all, the RCC, the Roman Catholic Church, I mean, they actually suppressed it for a while. I'm almost certain that they were actually doctoring and changing things in documents, number one. But he mentioned that they were looking for a lot of evidence for Jesus Christ and JC in the document, and he could never find any, and it was, I mean, he mentioned also that everything points back to Egypt, and everything all the professors, I mean, have done and taught their students over the years basically is inaccurate. For example, you get the idea that, I mean, many guys are actually not bold enough to come out and tell people that, oh, well, what we've been saying has been wrong, and that we have to go back and start again. Basically, it's just kind of like the flat earth theory thing, you know. Everybody knows that, I mean, it's not what we're taught. I mean, and to go back now and accept that, okay, this could actually be something else, yeah, it's difficult for everybody. And like I said, I mentioned this because everything the other guy, the horizontal guy, was saying about the actual locations of the biblical writings, not saying where they are, as to what was today, kind of like lines up with Robert Trevor and everything he said. For example, the temple that Ezekiel would have been referring to, I mean, definitely, most likely would have been in Egypt, and a couple of other things. So for me, it's kind of like lines up also because they never found any chariots and all that in the Dead Sea, so possibly, the Dead Sea crossing could have been somewhere else, and also everything kind of like pans out somehow. What do you think?
I think. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I think. I think we do need to start all over on everything that we've been taught. I believe. I believe that with my whole heart because when you put in the equation of Lord, when you go back into the very first book of Genesis and you put in those equations, it makes perfect sense. All right.
Yes, I mean, that a lot of things are totally off. Totally off.
Say it again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
I mean, one comes to realize, I mean, just from Genesis alone and applying the color codes, that a lot of things are off. I mean, for example, from the point where, I mean, Moses received the law and the commandments, I mean, basically it was saying Lord, Lord, Lord all the way down. And if one doesn't have in the background that, okay, these individuals, I mean, the God, the Spirit of God, Lord, God, and Lord are different entities, I mean, and if you keep rounding up all of them to be one person, definitely it still goes down the same route. But like you taught it, and with the color coding, it makes it clear that a lot of things are off in the Bible as we know it today.
You're right, brother. You absolutely right, and I think you're on fire. I think you're going to come out and you're going to be a great teacher.
Yeah.
I really see this coming for you because this can't do nothing but grow. I refuse to go down. I refuse. Why should we go down when we can stand up? Why should we keep crawling on our bellies when we more than that? So I refuse to bow down. I don't care where the challenge takes me. And there's some challenges out there for me. I thought Rob Rack was going to try to challenge me, but now all of a sudden it seems to me that he's starting to see what I'm saying. Now only time's going to tell. Only time's going to tell.
Exactly.
I'm not going to give.
Vibe before, I mentioned it to you that I picked up a vibe from him, but that's okay. I mean, let me allow you to because there's a guy. I mean, what's his name? Yashar was saying. He mentioned in one of his videos that this was talking about the name of the Most High, and he was still calling on Yahoo and all of that. And I mean, for me now, I must say, and I don't like to say it's scary, but it's really scary. I mean, if one recognizes the fact that Moses came out of Egypt, and the Egyptologists have been saying there is, I mean, a lot of possibility that he knows so much from the Egyptologists. I mean, from the mindset and knowledge, and put that into what the Israelites and all the writings that we have.
You're right. You're right, brother.
And that's scary. That's really scary, man. I'm telling you.
You're absolutely right. It is scary, but once you come up under the knowledge and you start seeing this, the fear is going to go away. When I first recognized this and seen this, man, I'm telling you, I went sick, and I was sick for like 3 days for no reason, and nobody couldn't figure it out. Doctors, nobody could figure it out. But I felt like I was walking through fire, but the fire didn't burn me. All right, and when I came up out of that sickness, all right, and accepted what was I had been reading, oh man, it's just changed my whole way of thinking. I can't even express it. I'm still, kind of like, wow.
To contain it, yeah, I know what you mean. I tell you what, I'm gonna share an online book I downloaded with you. It's talking about the history of the Yorubas in Nigeria, and now for me it's making a lot more sense because the guy that wrote the book made a lot of attention to the fact that most of the deities and things we've been worshiping, the Yorubas have been worshiping, goes back all the way to Egypt. And he showed the civilizations and the language, the names of the gods and everything, all going back to Egypt. And for me now, it's adding up,
Yeah.
It's really adding up now.
Well, I'm gonna add some more to that. I'm gonna add some more to that. Yeah, it takes you back to Egypt, but you can take it back even farther. And
yes, exactly.
You take that back to Nimrod, and then even when you go to Nimrod, you can still take it back farther. All right, you can take it back all the way back before the flood, and you can find this now.
Yes.
All right,
exactly.
And it's scary because that's the same thing that happened. It's right in front of our face, but nobody can't see it. And it's scary. It is super scary.
Yeah, so basically, the real covenant you should be very concerned about, like you keep saying, is the rainbow after the flood and the Sabbath before the flood.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. We are all, put it this way, we are all in trouble.
Oh my goodness, this is so scary. I'm telling you, this is.
When it goes down, it's gonna go. We all are in trouble because we all been deceived. You know what? I put my ancestors on it. I put my ancestors on what I'm saying. All right. We are in trouble because we are in trouble. Now, either we're gonna figure this out or we're not. All right. I would advise everybody, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep saying this: is find the rainbow for oneself. Once you find it, what I mean by that is take back your glory. Once you get it, don't ever give it away again. You see what they're doing to the rainbow now. All right, don't ever give it away again. Don't.
Did you get to find that video from production when you were saying all that bullshit?
Say it again.
The video, the one with the Kwadash when he was saying all that stuff. Did you find the video?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I couldn't find it. I was looking for it also. I couldn't find it.
It took me a while, and then when I found it, a spirit of calm came over me. I calmed down because I was on fire, and I was able to handle that in a way that I didn't think I was going to be able to handle that. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
But I found the videos, and I know I'm a backwards talking something when I get mad or upset about something. And that's when you can tell I'm upset, when I start talking backwards or excited.
That happens to me also, actually, yeah.
And
happens to me too.
certain words that slip out my mouth, like I said Israel when I meant I forgot what part it was, but people got the message. I think that's the main thing. People got the message.
Yeah.
I'm watching this right now. Judah's whole team, is turning against him.
Yeah, I think so. I saw a video Rob Black tweeted. He mentioned he thought he was going to be hooking up with Lex Miller again and some other guy. I was like, wow, that guy's all over the place.
Yes, he's on his comment board. On his comment board, his whole team has now turned against him. He has a few there that that that's still trying to hold on, and the other team, the other ones that he had, they still trying to hold on to the name. But I'm gonna be chopping away on that. I mean, all right, they did the first stage. They cleaned. They got rid of Judah. They're cleaning up their house. And now I get to keep chopping away and explain to them the name they're calling out and what they're calling. Right. If a person wants to say Yah when they read the scripts, that's personally that's
on them.
Yeah, that's on them. Now I know where when I see Lord in the Bible, I can put the word Yah in it, but I know what I'm talking about. It's a difference. All right, I'm focused on now. I know who this is. All right, and I can deal with the situation right and righteously. All right, but when I use him in vain, then he becomes God. He becomes everything, and he's not. That's where he becomes a deceiver. He's under the power of Lord thy God. That's who he's under the power with. If you go back into Genesis 3:1, it tells you the serpent was created by Lord God.
Lord God, exactly.
All right, Most High, Lord God, same thing. You're getting it. All right.
I get it.
Then who cursed that serpent? Was it not Lord God?
It was Lord God, yeah.
All right, it was Lord God that cursed him in Genesis 3:15, if I'm not mistaken, and made him above all cattle and all beasts.
Yeah.
The next time we read, he's head cherub. All right, head cherub, the Garden of Eden. Then we go to Genesis 4:1. We find that Eve gives thanks to a Lord.
Exactly.
All right, that Lord, no matter what you call him, Yah, whatever you call him, he's still the same. All right, he must do good. He tells you himself, he does good and he does evil.
Right.
All right, it explains it itself, but one cannot understand it if they do not go in and put that color codes in. It's just, they just cannot get it.
That's right. Like this guy, Rob Rack, was talking about this Yashar Saint guy. His videos are not frankly. And I saw some videos he did about JC and some other things, making clear-cut distinctions as to, the fact that JC is Lucifer and some other things he did. But the video he put out recently, talking about the name of the Most High, this guy just won't get it. What do you think the whole world, whatever you put to it, the sound, it doesn't make any difference. You're still calling on a name for the Most High, and that is not correct. Like you said, they're all in trouble. They don't know it, but it will take a while for them to just trace it all the way back to the Lord and look for the rainbow themselves. So, it's what it is.
You're absolutely right. And people don't understand how they provoke by using these names, because they use them in vain, even while they're reading in their understanding. We have to come out of that mindset and show and prove ourselves to be different from the rest. All right? And that's what level I speak of. I can't see myself keep crawling on my belly. No. I understand now. Now there's a lot more understanding for me to learn, and I'm not too proud, and I'm down with that. Yes, I want to keep learning, but at the same time, I refuse to use these names that other people use, and I know it's down the line it's going to cause more problems. But like I said, I'm willing for the challenge. If that's what they want to do when they try to provoke those names on me, I will take it to each and every one of them. Each and every one.
Yeah.
All right? And I don't care if they use the name or not. I will take it to each and every one of them, because I know who their Lord is. All right,
Exactly.
that's where we.
I got a little request of you, though. I mean, for me right now, I think I'm ready to take it all in because, I mean, I know you're operating on a very high level. I mean, a couple of things you're still holding back and everything, but do me a favor, please. Whenever I call you, I will discuss like this. Don't hold back on me. Just lay it on me. I mean, even if you think it might be difficult for me to grasp whatever you're saying at that point, I mean, because it challenges me kind of, it makes me think. It makes me, I mean, really meditate deeply when I'm studying, you know. So, I mean, but right now, I must say, I mean, I must tell you that I'm actually getting into like a kind of like comfort zone now. I mean, where I was really thinking deeply 2, 3 weeks ago. I don't know if I'm thinking that way anymore, I mean, really thirsting for the understanding. It's like I'm getting into a comfort zone which I don't like. So I want to be constantly challenged. I want to be constantly put on the edge so I can, reach out. I don't know if I can say it properly.
Well, I thank you, my brother. I learned, like I said, I learned from everybody. I learned from you. I learned from everybody. Every time we talk, I learn. And sometimes I'm not. After we done talked and I learned something, I got it up in my head, and then the next time when we talk, I forget about it because I'm learning more. And I don't mean forget about it. I mean, I'm learning so much that it's in the back of my head, and then by the time we hang up, I'll go back home and I'll be sitting around and I'll be like, oh man, and I wish I can get in contact with you or something. But then by the time that I'm still learning, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, my brother.
Like, yeah, you're welcome, man. Thank you. Like the other day, I was asking you this question, and I still ask myself that question. I mean, if our fathers and the prophets and everybody had a name back then, then why on earth would King David have written what he wrote? And if you know the name of the Most High, the name of the Son, if you know, can you tell me? I mean, why would he write that down in one of his Psalms if they had a name they were calling on? I don't get it.
Well, that's something that I'm trying to explain in the in my tapes about the Dead Sea Scrolls. There's 3 parts to it. I haven't released the last part to it.
All right.
It's a little bit more to it. These are names that we was calling out from. There's a lot of names that we was calling out from Egypt. All right.
Exactly.
That we need to go back to and understand. And until we do that, until we really do all these things, the people are kind of stuck on what they've been taught by the by the masses.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, for example, the couple schools and everything. The fact that there was a name on the couple schools doesn't mean anything. Fine, it's ancient, it's old, but it still comes back to Egypt. So whether it's on the couple school or not, really makes no difference,
That's right, brother. That's right.
I mean, wow. Man, this is so stimulating.
And
Bill, I mean, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, I mean, for what you've done so far. I mean, I've not seen anybody come out with this, I mean, kind of information, except this lady, Tanya Moore, the lady of the Israel's redemption.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, except for her, I mean, every other person I've listened to, I mean, except for you and her, no other person has really pushed the limits, for me. That's the truth.
That's good there. I want you to do me a favor if you can.
Please go ahead.
That video, that Pacific video you was telling me about the guy there. Can you send that to me?
Oh yeah, the one the Israel thing.
Yes.
Thing?
Yes. The Pacific video you talking about. All right. Sometimes my computer, I don't know what goes on with it, but I had to go find the name for myself. For some reason, sometimes it won't even let the message come through or what. I don't know what's going on, but it happens every so often.
Okay.
So send me that so I can look at that Pacific one.
I'm sending it to you right away, right now as we speak. I mean, I'm just pulling up right now on my computer.
Okay.
And probably before I drop the phone, it might be hitting you immediately, you know?
All right.
So let me just get it out right now. Let me see.
And I tell you, as soon as it hits here.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is drop right now. Let me just make sure it's properly and send it to you. I might just call back, you know?
All right.
Tell me if you got it. Yeah. All right, then.
All right then, brother. Peace. Sure.
Peace.